Hello, and welcome back to DML. So we are still on level 6 with 1 day remaining, but we only have 2 chests left to open up, being the far left and the far right chest. But we will be unlocking these 2 divines, but we get to find out whether we've had to open up every single chest on every single level to find the key or not. Does it make any difference in the grand scheme of things? Not really, but it's still interesting to see what sort of luck I've been getting with these, recent castle events, especially the divine events, because in part 1 of the Trials of Odin event, I think it was every single chest had to be opened apart from, like, 1, and now this time, again, we have 2 chests remaining, so I think DML really legitimately is out to get me. 100%. It just wants to make it as annoying as possible to actually get this THOR dragon. That it takes this long every time. Like, we don't have any chests to go back for in the old levels. Not a single one. So as soon as level 6 is down skis, that's it. Event is over. So, you know, I do enjoy this level, even though the paths are so windy and long and arduous. It is a pretty cool map overall for this event. And I mean, we've had it before with like the Christmas events and the gigantic star on the top of the mountain. And I do like the difference between like the gigantic snowy mountain, the lava, the terrifying Undertale style skulls that are everywhere. You know, it's pretty cool. It is a pretty cool map in the grand scheme of things. But I have been hoarding my event currency for days now to try and do everything at once. Although, you know, it is difficult. It's difficult to be patient with these events, because as soon as you get the event currency, it's like, I really want to spend it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So, this is the second last chest. So, will we get THOR out of this one? Oh my god, we did. Oh my god, we got it. Oh, it's amazing. That's amazing! I can't believe it! I genuinely thought we were going to have to open up every single chest in this event. Nice! So, we did it, trainer! We won the tournament and proved to all of the Northern Divines that humankind really is worthy. But I still feel like we're missing something. Oh yeah, the Dunkel Viking song! We have to sing to the Odin Dragon before we go. Okay, Odin Dragon, listen up. This song will really knock your dragon socks off. In Midgarden we fight to win, in hopes of meeting the great Odin. There's nothing like these magic shrines, these dragons are divine divines. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is the divine THOR dragon unlocked. Very nice, very nice. And for that we also get the Master of the North badge unlocked. So that is basically what you get for completing the event, air quotes, which means finding the key and unlocking THOR. So, obviously that's not the entire event complete, because we do still have Odin left to get. But for now, THOR will be sitting in our inventory for a few more hours while we get the others cleared out. But I'm happy we finally got him. It did take far longer than I was hoping for, but I am happy. Anything that is a good thing that happens, I will be grateful for. Because our luck could have been even worse. Not much worse, but it could have been worse. So, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving him to me in the second to last chest instead of the last one. Again, it makes no difference in terms of how quickly we can progress in the event. It's just for my own sanity's sake. Okay? Because every other level did not go as planned. Every other level did not go the way I was hoping it was going to go. So, essentially now, we have like 1 reset left to go. And then we will be close to done with this event. So, even though we only have a day left to go, I have not missed any resets in this event. I have not. I have been awake every single 6-hour period in the day for this event, and it's still going to take us a little bit longer to unlock the rest. So, You know, even though I might have had nearly 9,000 event currency, that was only enough for one chest and the start of the second route. So yes, this event is very, very expensive. It's very, very long. We already know that. It's DML. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, at least the fights have been easy because I have not had to skip a single fight during the entire of this Divine event, which has been pretty good. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, if you do need to skip a lot of the fights, you're just not doing this event because they've made it way too difficult. Because normally if you don't miss a reset, you'll have about 2.5 days left spare in these sorts of events, but not in this one. Not in this one. So, yes, we have this final chest left to go. I cannot wait to open it up soon, so it won't be too much longer. If they want to give us any little weekend events to, you know, boost our chances, I will not be against that either. But, hey, you know, I don't think they're going to do that, because we have had the Golden Gatherers and the dinner time events and everything, and they have also gone towards our total points in this event. So, overall, it has been a very long and arduous journey in DML. So I'm now back, so we've got Thor now, but we don't actually have anywhere to put him, so we will be hatching these 2 new dragons. So these are the Scarecrow and Valkyrie dragons, respectively. So the Scarecrow dragon is the first one that I am going to actually hatch, because he was available forever ago in a Halloween event, or you can also buy his pieces in the black market from, like, Friday. So we finally, after years of waiting, finally managed to get this dragon. So scaring more than just the crows, the Scarecrow dragon often has a hard time making friends. However, if you're able to look past its spooky appearance, you'll discover an incredibly kind and loyal partner. Ain't that nice? It's like he's doing his best. It doesn't matter what he looks like, he's doing his job. But he's an earth, plant and void dragon. Not the best epic out there, to be completely honest with you, but I do like the seasonal themed dragons. So regardless of the fact that we didn't get a Halloween event, at least we got all 3 of these spooky guys in the same habitat together. So we got the 2 pumpkins, we got the Scarecrow. So I guess he's sort of like overlooking the pumpkins because, you know, scarecrows are meant to ward off animals and stuff in gardens so that you can keep your crops alive. So he's doing good work. I appreciate your input, Zoe. Don't worry, even though those nasty others don't appreciate what you do, at least I do, right? I mean, I am your dragon trainer after all. And the thing about the Scarecrow dragon that creeps me out the most are his wings, because they are made of sticks, which makes sense for what a scarecrow is, but I don't know, it freaks me out with the leather on top, and plus his scythe. Was there any need for him to have a tail scythe? Like, genuinely, any need at all? I don't know. But that is Zoli. And then, obviously, secondly, we do have the Valkyrie, which has a pretty sweet looking egg. Look at that. It's like, it's almost like a crown of some sort. I can appreciate that. And normally Valkyries are female, so I'm not sure. Is this dragon meant to have more of a female appearance? Obviously, all dragons in DML are like hermaphrodites, or I don't know, androgynous of some kind. I've never fully looked into it before, but I don't know. So Valkyrie dragons follow the Freya dragon, their leader, across the sky as they search for fallen warriors to bring to the land of the divines. Their lofty trip creates the Aurora Borealis. So I did remember reading this before. Apparently they actually create the Aurora Borealis just by traveling. I guess it comes out of their butt cheeks. You know, like, sort of like Nyan Cat. I don't know where I'm going. But anyway, the Valkyrie is a metal, wind, and shadow dragon. To be honest, I think the Valkyrie is not that bad for earlier game players. I think it's better than the Scarecrow dragon is, mainly because, you know, it's got shadow, and plus wind can be really useful later on in the game, or in some of the map fights in particular. And I do like the Valkyrie's baby form. It looks like a sort of serious baby. You know how sometimes you get those kids that are just really unfun and just take everything really literally? I think that's sort of what I get from Webs. I don't like the name Webs for this Valkyrie dragon. I don't think it suits it, but hey, I guess it was your mother that called you that. Although I could rename it. I don't know if I want to, though. Maybe you decide on what we should rename it. But when it grows up, it grows a set of very small booblets. Not that that's important, I just thought I'd point it out to you. It has a shield on its, like, shoulders, which must be really, really uncomfortable. But its face freaks me out. It still freaks me out to this day. I'm not a fan of the adult form. I don't know what it is. I think it is the combination of, like, it being some kind of freaky bird and lizard all at once. I don't know. But those are those two new dragons for us. So now that they have finally been taken out, because they've been sitting there for like a day, where is Thor? We will pop him in there. So like all divines, he will take just under 4 days to hatch with VIP on. So it does take longer without VIP. So I'm glad that we have it on at the moment. But there's no real reason for us to have to hatch him sooner rather than later. But we're going to do it anyway, because why not, basically. So we're going to have him by the, like, a couple of resets from now. We should have Odin as well. We do also have other dragons that we need to hatch from our inventory. Like, we have the Envoy, which is a new one that we've never hatched on this account. And do we have any others? We have the Pitaya that we've never hatched on our Windows account either. We've got a few sitting in here that we actually do need to take out to add to our overall collection, because the main thing about this is that we want the Dragon Collector leaderboard points now, because, what is it, 130,000? We can get 50, is it 50 Divine enchantment tickets for the Divine chests, and the sooner we get to that point, the happier I'm going to be, because being able to open so many chests with those tickets is going to net us bajillions of tokens, and it will probably easily give us enough to enchant our Hermes Dragon another 2 levels. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to the day that we get up to 130,000 points, but considering that number 1 in the world only has like 138,000, it will take a while. But every single new dragon that we get, we need to hatch it, we need to level it up, we can enchant them, because it all goes towards it in the end. And yeah, if you're still not sure about what I'm talking about, because, you know, the leaderboards were a relatively new addition, it is this one here. So you can see we just hit 80,000 recently. So getting to 130,000 is going to be a very, very arduous task, and only 3 people in the global leaderboards have hit it. And all of these people are level 150s, apart from Rhonda there. All the others are basically level 150s. They've got like 400 and something dragons, most of them. Like, if we go to Sherry here, I think we have looked at Sherry's Islands before. But, like, they have the Osiris, they've got the Seth dragons, they have a Chevalier dragon egg in their hatchery. And if we check the amount, they have 471 dragons in their game. So they have an awful lot of dragons, but like we have a few that they don't have, like the Burger Dragon, we've got the Bunt Dragon that they never got, the Helper Dragon, the Santa Dragon as I call it. I think it's called Jingle, just slightly weird, but they probably have more of the expensive dragons, let's say, because I barely buy any of the bundles. So they have the Gargoyle and the... I've forgotten that one's name. You know, it is DML. I forget things over time. Don't hold it against me. They have every single boss dragon in the game of the old set, pretty much. I don't know if they have the new ones. We have the Professor Dragon and they don't. Haha, get wrecked, Sunny Jim. And then these are all of the limited time event dragons that we have on our Android account, for the most part, but we never got them on our main account. And then they have Hathor, obviously. They have the Isis Dragon and the others. So the main issue that we have is the fact that for the times that we couldn't do things on our main account, I just did them on our Android account, which does mean that I would have probably an extra 20,000 points if all of the dragons were on this account, but because it's been spread out between the two accounts, we don't get all the points on one, which feels majorly bad. And trust me, if I could play my main account on my mobile, I would never ever touch my Android account again. I mean, to be honest, I have not touched it since the beginning of the Divine event anyway, because of all of the problems that I've had accessing it, but we would have been so much closer to actually getting all of those enchantment tickets. And plus the Pinata Dragon, although I don't really care about him. Honestly, I've given up hope for ever getting him. It's just like, fine, if we ever get to that point one day, maybe we'll get him, but, you know, considering nobody in the world can get it yet, really doesn't make much difference. So, that is what is happening in terms of DML right now. I just want to keep getting more and more new dragons, new stuff. Give us more chances to get some of those old event dragons back again, if you want Game Loft. I'll be up for it. If you put them in bundles, I'm not going to buy them. If you put them in impossible events, I'm not going to purchase them. But if you just give us in-game stuff, I'll be more than happy to try and get them then. It is a grindy game though, we've accepted that. We have been playing for nearly 4 years now. We know what the drill is. They'll probably never release some dragons ever again. It'll probably take them 10 years to release others again. But hey, for now, all that we have to do is focus on what we've got. So we'll be hatching him, we will finish off level 6 in a couple of resets. So will not take very long from this point. So best of luck to you if you are still going with the event. We only have like 4 resets left to go. So, you know, you gotta be on it. If you are close to finishing but not quite, don't give up now. You don't want to end up not finishing the event because you miss out on one last reset. That would suck. That's the reason that I didn't get the dragon from Dragon's Delight recently, because I woke up like 20 minutes too late. So, take it from me, it's not a very enjoyable experience when that happens. But anyway, for now, good luck, and until next time, I will see you then.